In today's lecture, we are going to start next unit in pharmacology and toxicology is drugs affecting on renal functions. That is diuretic. So renal function means renal system. It is related to or another name
Kidney.
urinary system. So drugs affecting on the urinary system or renal functions in which one category diuretic drugs are given. We have to study this chapter in detail. Firstly, physiology, then what is meant by diuretic, then classification of diuretic and pharmacology of diuretic. After the classification, each class, their pharmacology. We have to study in detail how they act as diuretic, how they show by their different mechanism, but give the same pharmacological action. That is diuresis effect. Diuresis means there is increase in rate of formation of urine as well as excretion of urine. So by the different mechanism, how they act as diuretic, we have to study in detail in this chapter. So firstly, for the renal or urinary system, most responsible organ, which is most responsible organ?
Kidney.
Kidney.
Kidney. So kidney, it is responsible organ in urinary system or renal system and which play important role related to renal function. It is not only responsible for the excretion, हे फक्त excretion साठी important function perform करत नाही, but also for the regulation of volumes and composition of body fluids. त्या body fluids च्या volumes आणि composition आहे त्याचं regulation ठेवतं. Kidney, it is a responsible organ and which keep the regulation of volume and composition of body fluids. So the factors which assist the separation of excess fluids are RBF and GFR. What is mean by RBF? You are already studied in 12th and first year
Renal
anatomy
blood
in
flow.
urinary system. RBF
Renal
means
blood flow.
renal blood flow. And GFR?
Glomerular filtration rate.
Okay, so the main factors which assist or which are responsible for the separation of excess fluids, such as first one is RBF, that is renal blood flow, which is 1.2 liter per minute, and second one is GFR, that is glomerular filtration rate. It is 125 cc per minute, and formation of urine is occur in the 3 stages. The formation of the urine, diuresis process, it is occur in the 3 stages, in which first one is active sodium reabsorption, then exchange of sodium and hydrogen ions and exchange in between the potassium and sodium ion. So by these 3 steps, there is diuresis, that is formation of urine is occur in the nephron. And for this diuresis process, the agent which promote or increases the diuresis process or increases the rate of formation of urine as well as increases the rate of excretion of urine is known as diuretic. So firstly, formation of urine. It occurs in the nephron in 3 stages, in which first stage is active sodium reabsorption. So in which sodium ions are actively reabsorbed from the tubular cells in the extracellular fluid. Do you know structure of urinary system and also physiology, that is functions? माहिती आहेत की नाही? DCT, PCT, loops of Henle, conducting duct. Okay, so by this particular on this part, these diuretics are active. That's why this pathway is shown in your screen. So sodium ions, they are actively reabsorbed by tubular cells in extracellular fluid, and also to neutralize the positive charge and reabsorption of the chloride is occurred. Means there is charges differentiation in between the Na plus, also in Cl minus, potassium ion, sodium ion, hydrogen ion. In between the charges are exchanged, and by this exchanging charges Also, there is balance and imbalance in between the water and some electrolyte, and they are responsible for this diuresis process. So in which first one is active sodium reabsorption. So in this process, sodium ions are actively reabsorbed. Reabsorption माहिती आहे? Sodium ions are actively reabsorbed by tubular cells. जे tubular cells आहेत त्याच्या through sodium ions actively reabsorption केलं जातं. And that's why to neutralize this positive charge due to the reabsorption of chloride ion, chlorides occur. म्हणजे काय न्यूट्रलाइज करतात? न्यूट्रलायझेशन रिएक्शन, वॉटर आयन रिमूव्ह होतात, तर पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज जेनीवर पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज अकर होतो रिएब्सॉर्प्शन मुळे, आणि ऑल्सो सोडियम आयन कॅरीज पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज. देन सेकंड स्टेप इन विच देअर इज द ट्युबुलर सेल्स मध्ये ऍब्सॉर्प्शन केलं जातं सोडियम आयनचं. सेकंड स्टेज इन विच एक्सचेंज इन बिटवीन द सोडियम अँड हायड्रोजन आयन. हे आयन्स दिसतात का? सोडियम आयन, sodium, potassium, chlorides.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is reabsorption in this tubular cell is occur, and also when they flow by this pathway at the particular stage or their side where they shows exchange of ion. That is second step in which exchange of ion, sodium and hydrogen ion. So tubular cell which contain enzyme carbonic anhydrase. Which enzyme contain tubular cells?
Carbonic anhydrase.
Carbonic anhydrase enzyme contained by tubular cell, which forms carbonic acid in the cell. मध्ये carbonic anhydrase ion tubular cell मध्ये present असल्यामुळे ते काय करतं? Carbonic acid form करतं cell मध्ये, and which dissociate into the bicarbonate ion. आणि ते नंतर dissociate कशामध्ये होतं? Bicarbonate ion मध्ये होतं. And which leaving the free hydrogen ion. आणि जे free hydrogen ions आहेत त्यांना leave करतं. This free hydrogen ion exchanged with the sodium ion. First step काय आहे? डायुरेसिस कसं ऑकर होतं ते आपण स्टडी करतोय. तर याच्यामध्ये फर्स्टली काय आहे? फर्स्ट स्टेप रिअब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ ऍक्टिव्हली सोडियम आयन. मग त्याच्यामध्ये रिअब्सॉर्प्शन झालं ट्युबुलर सेल मध्ये. सेकंड स्टेप मध्ये काय होणार आहे? ते रिअब्सॉर्ब केलेले आयन्सचे एक्सचेंज होणार आहेत हायड्रोजन आयन बरोबर. मग हायड्रोजन आयन कुठून ऑकर होते? So this is occur from already tubular cell contain carbonic anhydrase enzyme, and this carbonic anhydrase enzyme forms a carbonic acid into the cell, and this is dissociated into the bicarbonate ion. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस ते bicarbonate ion मध्ये जाते at that time which free hydrogen ते काय करतात? रिलीज करतात. जे hydrogen ions आहेत, free hydrogen ions release करतात. So these free hydrogen ions get combined with this actively reabsorbed sodium ion, and this leads to active reabsorption of sodium chloride, and there is aqueosmotic volume of water. After that काय होतं की this leads to active reabsorption of sodium chloride. म्हणजे जे sodium chloride salts electrolyte मध्ये प्रेझेंट आहेत त्यांचंही रिअब्सॉर्प्शन होतं, आणि इक्विओस्मॅटिक व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ वॉटर ती जी आहे ती मेंटेन केली जाते. मीन्स H2O plus CO2 in presence of carbonic anhydrase which gives H2CO3, and this H2CO3 म्हणजे काय आहे? बायकार्बोनेट आहे. When it is dissociated it gives H plus and HCO3 minus. म्हणजे कार्बोनेट सेपरेटली देतं आणि हायड्रोजन आयन सेपरेटली देतात. This mechanism we discuss in detail in carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. Here in short remember this how exchange of sodium and hydrogen is takes place. Then third step, sound is audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Yes, ma'am.
third step is again exchange in between the potassium and sodium ion. Tubular cell contain potassium ion which is passively transferred into the lumen of the tubule. The tubules आहेत in this diagram, तर त्या ट्युब्युल्स मधून ट्युब्युल्स मध्ये जे ल्युमेन आहे इन द ल्युमिन ऑफ ट्युब्युल्स त्याच्यामध्ये ते पॅसिव्हली ट्रान्सफर होत असतात. विच आयन्स? पोटॅशियम ions. So exchange in between the potassium ion, active reabsorption of sodium and chloride, which also maintain the aqueosmotic volume. Means there is exchange again in between the potassium ion with the active reabsorption of sodium ion and chloride ion. And by this way, diuresis process is occur by exchange in between the ions present in this renal function or in the renal system. How many stages in diuresis process? किती
Three.
steps आहेत? Mainly 3 steps. First one is active sodium reabsorption, exchange of potassium and hydrogen ion, and third one is exchange of potassium and sodium ion. Then next point is definition of diuretic. What is mean by diuretic? So diuretics are the pharmacological agents which when administered they increases the rate of formation of urine. Urine formationचा rate increase करतात as well as they increases the excretion of urine is known as diuretic. So what is mean by excretion?
Removal of waste material.
Removal of waste products.
Okay, so excretion, another term is elimination in which remove of waste product. So for this both the processes, diuretics for the formation of urine and also for excretion of urine, the agent they increases the rate. That agents are known as diuretic. Diuretic, all the diuretic increases the excretion of water from the body. And a diuretic, it is any substance that promote the diuresis. Diuresis means formation of urine. So this is definition, increase the production of urine. It is work of this diuretic agent. The next point is classification of diuretics. So diuretics mainly classify into 8 classes in which first one is water and osmotic diuretics. Their examples mannitol, urea, glycerol. Then second xanthine diuretics. Their examples caffeine, theophylline. Screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then third class
Yes.
mercurial diuretics. Their example mercyl. Then second mercylate, mercaptomerine. Then fourth class carbonic anhydrase inhibitor in which acetazolamide. Then next class is thiazide diuretic. Their example chlorothiazide. Then next 6 loop or high ceiling diuretic means this diuretic particularly act on the loops of Henle. So loop or high ceiling diuretics, their example furosemide. Then next potassium sparing diuretic, their example spironolactone and triamterene. Then last class is acid forming salt. Their example ammonium chloride. So mainly diuretic classified into 8 classes, and this is classification one by one with their example. So we have to study all the classes, how they act as diuretic. They act by different mechanism of action on the renal system, on the different site of action, but having the same pharmacological action, that is they produces diuretic effect. So tell me classification of diuretic. How many classes?
8
8
classes.
classes.
Roll number 3. Are you present? Sound is audible to all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Roll number 3. Are you present? Rutuja Avtade.
Yes, ma'am.
Define diuretics. Rutuja Avtade. Define diuretics. Can anyone define diuretic?
These are the pharmacological agent which when administered increase rate of formation of urine as well as excretion of urine.
50.
Yes, madam.
Define diuretic.
Pharmacological agent which have increased flow of urine.
Which? Repeat again. These are the pharmacological agents when they administered they increases rate of formation of urine as well as excretion of urine is known as diuretic. Roll number 33, define diuretic.
Yes, ma'am. These are the agent which increase the rate of flow of urine.
As well as okay, lastly, I revise definition. Remember it carefully. These are the pharmacological agents which when administered they increases rate of formation of urine as well as excretion of urine is known as diuretic. So second point is classification. How many classes?
8
Eight
class.
classes.
8 classes.
8 classes.
Roll number 32. Are you present? Roll number. Classify diuretic agent. Roll number 32. Question विचारलाय. Sound is audible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ज्यांना रिस्पॉन्स द्यायचा नाही त्यांनी विदिन अ सेकंड लेफ्ट व्हा. मला रिमूव्ह करायला टाइम नाही. ज्या रोल नंबर 3 जशा लेफ्ट झाले तशा विदिन अ सेकंड रिमूव्ह व्हा तुम्ही स्वतः. इंटरेस्ट नाही तर कशाला जॉईन होताय? टॅकिकार्डियन ब्रॅडिकार्डिया सिलेबस संपत आला तरी येत नाही आपल्याला. रोल नंबर 32. If you are able to classify, then join or continue lecture. Otherwise, you can left. Roll number 56. Are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Classify diuretic.
Water and osmotic diuretics example, mannitol. Hello, madam. Hello. Hello, madam.
सांगा classification. Water and osmotic diuretics.
Diuretics. Mannitol, urea, glycerin. Second,
Glycerol.
glycerol. Xanthine diuretics example, caffeine, theophylline. Third, mercury diuretics example, marceline, marceptomarin. Fourth, carbonic anhydrase inhibitor example, acetolamide.
Roll number 53. Are you present?
Yes, madam.
Sound is audible to all. Classify remaining classifications in diuretic. 53.
Yes, madam. Diuretics first water and osmotic diuretics.
Remaining
Mannitol.
म्हणजे रिमेनिंग म्हणजे राहिलेले. पुढचे सांगा फिफ्थ पासून. थायझाइड डायुरेटिक्स.
थायझाइड डायुरेटिक्स त्यामध्ये क्लोरोथायझाइड, 6 लूप अँड हाय सेलिंग डायुरेटिक्स प्रोसेमाइड, 7 पोटॅशियम स्पेरिंग डायुरेटिक्स स्पिरोनोलेटॉन, ट्रायमटेरिन, 8 9 acid forming salt ammonium chloride.
Okay, so let's see one by one their mechanism of action, how they act as diuretic. In which diuretics, osmotic, carbonic anhydrase inhibitor, loop diuretic, site of action. So firstly, recall this diagram of urinary system. हे काय आहे? Glomerular filtration, glomerulars, ERPCT, proximal convoluted tubules. Then descending, screen is visible.
No, ma'am. Stop.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is descending lobe or limb. Here loops of Henle. Then ascending loop or limb. Then DCT diagram draw केलेली काही माहिती आहे का diagram? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Here DCT, that is distal convoluted tubules. Then collecting ducts म्हणजे हे जे डिफरंट पार्ट्स आहेत युरिनरी सिस्टीमचे, याच्या डिफरंट पार्ट्स वरती जे क्लासिफिकेशन आता बघितलंय ते डायुरेटिक्स एजंट ऍक्ट होतात. पर्टिक्युलर तर सपोज लूप्स ऑफ हेनले तर ते एजंट इथं ऍक्ट होणार आहेत. अँड फ्रॉम हिअर दे इन्क्रीजेस. काय आहे डायुरेटिकचं वर्क? डेफिनेशन ऍज पर देअर डेफिनेशन व्हॉट दे डू?
Increase the
Increase formation of
Increase
urine.
flow of urine.
हा मग ते इथून ते वर्क स्टार्ट करतात. मग जे एजंट पीसीटी वर दॅट इज प्रोझायमल कन्व्होल्युटेड ट्युब्युल्स वर ऍक्ट होतात तर ते एजंट इथं ऍक्ट होणार आहेत. आणि फ्रॉम हिअर म्हणजे इथून जी काही डायुरेटिकची प्रोसेस आहे मीन्स देअर मेकॅनिझम फार्माकोलॉजिकल ऍक्शन इन्क्रीज द रेट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ युरिन एज वेल एज एक्सक्रीशन म्हणजे इथून करणार आहेत. सपोज सम डायुरेटिक एजंट्स ऍक्ट ऑन दिस DCT, then they enhances rate of urine formation from this. तर या पर्टिक्युलर डिफरंट पार्ट वरती ते ऍक्ट होणार आहे. दॅट्स वाय दिस चार्ट इज गिवन. In which osmotic diuretics they act site of action proximal tubules, loops of Henle and collecting duct. म्हणजे कुठे ऍक्ट होतात? Osmotic diuretics they act PCT, then collecting duct and loops of Henle. या तिन्ही ठिकाणी ते ऍक्ट होतात. साइट ऑफ ऍक्शन समजतीये?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Then carbonic anhydrase inhibitor they act at proximal tubule, that is at PCT. म्हणजे यांचे मेकॅनिझम हे डिफरंट आहेत. काय ऑस्मॅटिक डायुरेटिक मेकॅनिझम?
inhibition of water and
Limitation of water and any receptor.
इनहिबिशन ऑफ वॉटर अँड सोडियम रिअब्सॉर्प्शन. हे डिफरंट मेकॅनिझम आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये काय होतं, कार्बनिक अनहायड्रेज मध्ये इनहिबिशन ऑफ कार्बोनिक बायकार्बोनेट रिअब्सॉर्प्शन. तर आपल्याला हे फर्स्ट हेडिंग आहेत, हे सगळे MCQ साठी विचारले जातात. Which of the following diuretics act by inhibition of sodium and calcium co-transport? Then their answer will be thiazide derivative. So हे MCQ साठी हा चार्ट इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. We have to study in detail हे मेकॅनिझम कसं ऍक्ट करतात इन डिटेल 1 by 1 आपण बघणार आहे. So this chart is important for mechanism of action as per objective question and their site of action. Then second, loop diuretic. Site of action कोणती आहे?
Loop
Screen
of
is
Henle.
visible to all. Okay, loop of Henle. Screen दिसते सगळ्यांना?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
हा लूप ऑफ हेनले वरती ऍक्ट होतात. कुठे डायग्राम मध्ये लूप ऑफ हेनले? दिसतात का?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
At the
Right,
bottom.
Yes, ma'am.
मग त्याच्यामध्ये काय सांगितलं त्यांनी, दे ऍक्ट ऑन द असेंडिंग लिंब. म्हणजे ते इथं ऍक्ट होतात, इकडे पाठीमाग नाही, इथून पुढे असेंडिंग लिंब कडे ऍक्ट होतात. दिस डायुरेटिक ऍक्ट थिक असेंडिंग लिंब. मेकॅनिझम ऑफ ऍक्शन काय आहे?
Inhibit sodium,
Inhibit the oxidation of sodium, calcium.
potassium, calcium.
Then potassium sparing diuretic. Lat distal tubule and collecting duct. म्हणजे DCT वरती आणि इथं DCT here and here collecting duct. On the both side, this potassium sparing diuretic is active. Example of potassium sparing diuretic.
Spironolactone.
Spironolactone.
Spironolactone. This one also asked for MCQ. Then potassium sparing diuretic, their example is spironolactone, and their site of action is DCT and collecting duct, and mechanism of action is inhibition of sodium. म्हणजे स्टार्टिंगला जे मी सांगितलेलं, diuresis process is occur through how many stages?
3 stages.
Three
Three
stages.
stages.
तर त्या 3 स्टेजेस मध्ये जी फर्स्ट स्टेज होती ऍक्टिव्ह रिअब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ सोडियम, तर त्या स्टेप वरती हे ऍक्ट होतात, इनहिबिशन ऑफ सोडियम रिअब्सॉर्प्शन अँड पोटॅशियम सिक्रीशन. इन जनरल तुम्हाला आयडिया तरी आली हे चार्ट कशासाठी आहे? त्या ज्या आपण प्रोसेसेस बघितल्या त्यापैकी एका स्टेपवर डाययुरेटिक्सच्या स्टेपवरती ते ऍक्ट होते फॉर्मेशन ऑफ युरिनच्या, आणि तिथून पुढे जी साइट ऑफ ऍक्शन आहे डाययुरेटिक्सची डेफिनेशन आहे. बाय दिस वे त्याचं जे फंक्शन आहे टू इनक्रीज द रेट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ युरिन ऍज वेल एज एक्सक्रीशन ऑफ युरिन, ते फंक्शन परफॉर्म करतं. These are the diuretics. They act on this site. ही साइट या डायग्राम मध्ये ही डायग्राम क्लिअर असेल तर लगेच समजेल. या साइट वरती पर्टिक्युलर ऍक्ट होतात. बाय विच मेकॅनिझम दिले, बाय दिस मेकॅनिझम ऍक्ट होतात. म्हणजे काय करतात? ऑस्मोटिक डायुरेटिक. काय एक्झाम्पल?
Mannitol, glycerol,
Glycerol.
urea.
हा, मग हे एजंट ऍक्ट होतात क्लोज ट्युब्युल्स वरती. बाय विच मेकॅनिझम?
Inhibition of water and sodium reabsorption.
Then second, carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. Example,
Acetazolamide.
Acetazolamide.
their site of action. PCT
inhibition of bicarbonate
mechanism
reabsorption.
काय आहे?
Reabsorption.
Then loop diuretic site of action.
Loop of Henle.
Completely.
Then mechanism.
Inhibit sodium.
Sodium, potassium, calcium for transport.
Then hazard derivative site of action.
Early
म्हणजे DCT च्या अर्ली इथून ते ऍक्ट होतात. एक्झाम्पल
chlorothiazide,
पोटॅशियम स्पायरिंग डायुरेटिक एक्झाम्पल
spironolactone,
देन साइट ऑफ ऍक्शन
Distal tubule collecting duct.
and mechanism.
inhibition of sodium
Reabsorption of potassium.
म्हणजे ते फॉर्मेशन ऑफ युरिनची जी फर्स्ट स्टेप आहे ऍक्टिव्ह रिअब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ सोडियम त्याच्यावरती ऍक्ट होतात. Then first class is osmotic diuretic. Examples
mannitol, urea, glycerol,
mannitol, glycerol, and urea. Osmotic diuretics are pharmacologically inert. हे pharmacologically inert substances आहेत. Then they are non-metabolized, metabolized and non-metabolized in which osmotic diuretic. ते कसे आहेत? Metabolism म्हणजे काय? What is mean by metabolism? वॉटरला मेटाबॉलिझम ची गरज असते का?
No, ma'am.
No.
हा डिफाइन मेटाबॉलिझम.
Conversion of non-polar to polar compound. Also conversion of lipid soluble to water soluble compound.
Complex to simple form. Another definition. So correct one. So non-metabolized means osmotic diuretic चे आहेत ते non-metabolized आहेत. They are freely by glomerulus. म्हणजे glomerulus पासून स्टार्टिंग काय आहे डायग्राम मध्ये स्ट्रक्चर इथून ग्लोमेरुलस तर याच्यामधून ते काय होतात पास होतात. Then they are not significantly absorbed by renal tubules. Renal tubules मध्ये ते absorb होत नाही. Osmotic diuretics are pharmacologically inert. Then they are non-metabolizable, freely passes from glomerulus or GFR. Glomerular filtration मधून easily pass होतात osmotic diuretic and they are not significantly absorbed by renal tubules. Renal tubules मधून ते absorb केले जात नाही. मग त्याच्यामध्ये साइट ऑफ ऍक्शन कोणती osmotic diuretic ची?
Proximal tubules.
Loop of Henle collecting duct.
In your handwritten notes, add this point, site of action. Then ज्यावेळेस ऑस्मॅटिक डायुरेटिक दिले जातात त्यावेळेस काय होतं इन प्रेझेन्स ऑफ दिस ऑस्मॅटिक डायुरेटिक फर्स्ट स्टेप सांगितलेली सोडियमचं रिअब्सॉर्प्शन होतंय तर ती स्टेप रिड्यूस होते. Thus osmotic diuretic may acting on the proximal tubules and brings need loss of water and electrolyte and enhance the diuresis. म्हणजे osmotic diuretic how they act as diuretic तर ते सांगितलेलं आहे. So firstly you have to write also reason is asked on this point. Osmotic diuretics are why they act as diuretic or how they act as diuretic. So in this you have to write they are pharmacologically inert, they are non-metabolizable, they are freely filtered by glomerulus, they are not significantly absorbed in renal tubules. Renal tubules मध्ये absorb केले जात नाही. And in presence of this diuretic, diureticsच्या presence मध्ये काय होतं जे सोडियम आयन्स आहेत त्यांचं रिअब्सॉर्प्शन होतंय ते रिड्यूस होतं. रिड्यूस मीन्स इन्क्रीज और डिक्रीज.
Decrease.
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 So thus, osmotic diuretic acting on the PCT, that is proximal tubules, and which bring मग ते proximal tubules वरती act होतात and which brings neat loss of water and electrolyte. वॉटरचा आणि NaCl containing other जे electrolyte आहेत त्यांचा loss करतात and because of this neat loss of water and electrolyte, this diuretic increases the diuresis, that is formation of, म्हणजे जसं इलेक्ट्रोलाइट आणि वॉटर हे अवेलेबल होतील तसं नेक्स्ट स्टेप कोणती होणार आहे, डायुरेसिस, युरिनचं फॉर्मेशन होणार आहे, राईट? येस ऑर नो? इट ब्रिंग्स, हे डायुरेटिक काय करतात, वॉटरचा आणि इलेक्ट्रोलाइटचा लॉस करतात. मीन्स दिस इलेक्ट्रोलाइट अँड वॉटर दे आर अवेलेबल फॉर which process? They are available for diuresis process. Then next is preparation. In their preparation, mannitol ampules 20% solution in 50 ml, isosorbate 50% solution, 1 to 2 gram per kg body weight. Then glycerol 120 gram per day orally. This is preparation. Screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
And next point, xanthine diuretic. Xanthine diuretic act by increasing the RBF, renal blood flow, increase करतात and inhibiting the tubular reabsorption of sodium. सोडियमचं reabsorption हे inhibit करतात आणि RBF चा जो फ्लो आहे तो increase करतात. मग हे झाल्यामुळं काय होतं, again it produces neat loss of water and electrolyte, म्हणजे water आणि electrolyte चा loss प्रोड्यूस करतात. दॅट इज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ, मग ते जे वॉटर आणि इलेक्ट्रोलाइट आहेत ते डायुरेसिस प्रोसेस साठी ससेप्टेबल असतात, मध्ये हेल्प फॉर डायुरेसिस प्रोसेस, दॅट इज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ युरिन. देन xanthine diuretic, their examples are caffeine and theophylline. This diuretic action is not much affected by change balance, म्हणजे इलेक्ट्रोलाइट मधला बॅलन्स चेंज होतो, दॅट्स व्हाय this xanthine diuretic, their action as a diuretic is not much affected, just affected nahi. Which examples, theophylline and caffeine, in which theophylline is most effective xanthine diuretic than which is weak diuretic, म्हणजे हा most effective कोणता आहे, caffeine आणि theophylline मधला theophylline. So this one also asked for MCQ. Which xanthine diuretic is act as weak diuretic or most effective? Their example is theophylline. Then their preparations, theophylline, aminophylline by given by the root by slow IV route in the dose 0.25 to 0.50 gram. It is diluted with the 10 to 20 ml of glucose solution. This is preparation of xanthine diuretic. Then next point, mercurial diuretic. Mercurial diuretic, they are ineffective orally. Orally हे ineffective आहेत and which may cause renal impairment. Renal impairment means kidney ची जी impairment आहे, kidney fail, तर त्या renal impairment मध्ये हे renal impairment cause करू शकतात. Mercurial diuretic, mercury, it is hazardous, घातक असते ती. That's why it is rarely, म्हणजे कमी प्रमाणामध्ये preferred केली जाते. Use of mercurial diuretic is hazardous and it is rarely preferred. Sound is audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Mercurial diuretics are not effective orally. They causes renal impairment. Then next is carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. This mechanism of diuretic is mechanism of this carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. It is explained by this following reaction, in which when the diuretic Example of carbonic anhydrase inhibitor is acetazolamide. When this diuretic is administered, it inhibits the enzyme carbonic anhydrase, which is present in tubular cell. Then it inhibit this diuretic inhibit म्हणजे ऑलरेडी जे प्रोसेस मध्ये सांगितलेलं की दिस कार्बोनिक अनहायड्रेट इट इज प्रेझेंट इन द ट्युबुलर सेल. तर ट्युबुलर सेल मध्ये प्रेझेंट असलेल्या ह्या एन्झाईमला कार्बोनिक अनहायड्रेज इनहिबिटर डायुरेटिक ड्रग्स इनहिबिट करतात. त्याची ऍक्शन म्हणजे जनरली त्याच्यामध्ये पाथवे काय फॉर्मेशन ऑफ डायुरेसिस मध्ये एक्सचेंज ऑफ सोडियम आणि हायड्रोजन आयन. त्याच्यामध्ये काय होतंय फर्स्टली CO2 plus H2O in presence of carbonic anhydrase. काय फॉर्म झालं
Carbonic acid H2CO3.
H2CO3 that is carbonic acid. मग हे कार्बोनिक ऍसिड काय होणार आहे डिसोसिएट होणार आहे. मग डिसोसिएट झाल्यावर काय होतं H प्लस and H3CO3 मायनस असणार आहे की प्लस असणार आहे HCO3
Minus.
means this carbonic acid is dissociated and which is converted into H plus and CO3 minus. Then there is exchange in between this ion. मग ते H plus आणि HCO3 minus आहे. त्या मायनस ची कॅपॅसिटी फिल करण्यासाठी आणि H मध्ये other agent ऍड होतं म्हणजे ऍड होतं that is exchange with other ions tubular sodium. मग पुढे दिलंय exchange with tubular sodium. Then it causes reabsorption. मग ते कशाला it leads to reabsorption of this aqueosmotic volume of water. मग वॉटरचं reabsorption takes place होतं. हा नॉर्मल पाथवे मग कार्बोनिक अनहायड्रेज इनहिबिटर या पाथवेवरती ऍक्ट होणार आहे. when they block this carbonic anhydrase inhibitor they block the enzyme carbonic anhydrase. मग इथं इनहिबिट केल्यावर काय होईल पुढं H2CO3 फॉर्मेशन होईल का
नाही.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
means there is no formation of carbonic acid, no availability of hydrogen ion, no exchange with sodium ion, no reabsorption is takes place and therefore reabsorption होत नाही. That's why it is available for which process?
Diuresis.
That's why this carbonic anhydrase inhibitor act as diuretic. In presence of carbonic anhydrase inhibitor, CO plus HCO2, sorry H2O. In presence of which enzyme? Which enzyme?
Carbonic anhydrase inhibitor.
It gives no formation of carbonic acid म्हणजे H2CO3 फॉर्म होणार नाही and that's why हे H2CO3 कसं आले समजते का then no formation of carbonic acid that's why there is no availability of म्हणजे H plus आणि HCO3 minus हे available होणार नाही that's why H plus ion are not available therefore no exchange in between ions is available nahi that's why there is no exchange in between the sodium ion and hydrogen ion. That's why no reabsorption is occur and which brings the net loss of water and electrolyte. And त्याच्यामुळे काय होणार आहे water आणि electrolyte diuresis ला subject केले जाणार आहे. That's why this carbonic anhydrase inhibitor act by this mechanism shows diuretic effect. Then their preparations. Acetazolamide. Brand name or trade name is Diamox and their dose is 125 gram tablet or 1 or 2 tablets are given. Then next class thiazide diuretic. Their example chlorothiazide. It inhibits sodium reabsorption. Again it acts on the first step of diuresis. Then it mainly acts on PCT that is proximal convoluted tubules. ज्यावेळेस ते reabsorption सोडियमचे इनहिबिट करतं then it results total loss of water and electrolyte and this total loss of water and electrolyte they are subjected to diuresis process. Here diuresis means formation of urine is occur, and this diuretic, thiazide diuretic, act on this diuresis process and promote the excretion of urine as well as formation of urine. Then the main drawbacks of this thiazide diuretics are hypopotassiemia, means loss of potassium ion, and next one is hyperuricemia. This diuretics and also aggravation of diabetes mellitus. These drawbacks means त्रुटी या ऑब्झर्व होतात thiazide diuretics मुळे. Then their preparations, chlorothiazide diuryl, dose 20 to 80 mg. Diuryl is trade name of chlorothiazide. Then second example is hydrochlorothiazide. Their trade name is hydrodiuryl. Their dose 20 to 40 mg. Then remaining classes of diuretic, their explanation we will discuss in our